Hello and welcome to a brand new episode by AstroRrachita on the astrology series. Today we'll be talking about planet Mercury going retrograde and what is its impact on the world around us professionally and personally. Mercury, as we know, is a planet which controls our mind, our buddhi, our intellect, our decision making and analytical capacity, and also all kinds of communication which are carried out by human beings, whether it's a communication of man to machine or it's between person to person. Does the planet Mercury actually go retrograde? Does it start moving backwards? No, this is a fallacy. When we talk about retrogression, we say that its relative speed when perceived from Earth has become slower, which means that the planet is now moving at a slower speed than what is its usual speed. And because of that, we perceive and we also experience the impact of a retrograde Mercury. It's important to note here that the planet Mercury goes retrograde about 3 to It's important to note here that this year all the retrogradations are happening in earthy signs. Earthy signs are about not dilly-dallying, but taking your dreams and taking your aspirations into your own hands, being practical, being a little materialistic, and being very, very firm about taking proactive action. It's a time of great action and manifestation if you are prepared and if your mind is crystal clear regarding the decisions you have to make. I would like to start with what are the things which actually go astray when Mercury is retrograde. The first thing which suffers is that you can have communication problems. Communication problems can be in the form of electronics, which means your general electronics like your mobile phone, your fax machine, your computers, your printers, everything may have technical snags. Then there can be the intrapersonal relationships, which means that within us, there is a lot of conflict at the mental level about the decisions we need to take. There can also be interpersonal relationships, which means that what you say to the other person may not be taken in the right light, so the transmission of both ideas and feelings is severely misconstrued. There can be misunderstanding between bosses and between subordinates, between peers in the office group, between friends, even between husband and wife, and between people who've been friends and on a good understanding level for many years. You yourself will be surprised by what you said, how it has been perceived by the other person. But this is just a minor and a temporary transit of Mercury. If you understand it in the correct spirit, then you will make sure that whatever you are communicating is very clear, and then you will follow up with the other person regarding whether he has understood the correct intention as well as the content of your communication. So be careful about whatever you are speaking, whatever you are writing, whatever you are transmitting through your non-verbal body language to the other person, because they may take it in the wrong light when Mercury or Budh goes retrograde. विवेक शक्ति, बुद्धि, तर्क, ये सब कहीं पीछे रह जाते हैं. So make sure that what you are saying to the other person is best understood by them. And then your work will go ahead smoothly. Another peculiar phenomenon which happens during a Mercury retrograde is what we call a blast from the past, which means some long forgotten association, whether it's a professional association or whether it's a personal association. It could be an old friend, it could be an old lover, it could be a person you have worked before or earlier in the past. Anybody who was dear to you at one point in time, but you have lost connectivity with them, may suddenly appear out of nowhere and try to reignite their relationship with you. You have to be careful because this can be positive or this can be negative. Be careful, be analytical, think about it, but more probably than not, this relationship will benefit you in the future. So do not negate it totally, even if you're feeling a little anxious about reigniting it. Be calm, take stock of your present situation and try to amalgamate that little link which has appeared from the past into your future life. It has appeared for a reason. It has appeared because it wants to take you up on the soul evolution path. It wants to teach you a lesson, something which you have forgotten or which you have just walked away from the past. So do not negate it completely. Try to amalgamate it. Try to think about why it has come back into your life. We say people cross your life for either a season or a reason. This is one of those periods when they could be back for a reason. So try and introspect. It is a period of introspection. It is a period of taking stock. It's a period when no hurried decision should be taken, but rather what has happened in the past should be critically reviewed and then plans made for the future. Another phenomenon that I must talk about when Mercury goes retrograde is memory lapses, forgetfulness. You think you have a terrific memory, you think you have a terrific presence of mind, you think you are very witty and always on top of your opposition as far as repartees and witticisms are concerned. Well, here you can take a break. Either they'll be misconstrued, that is taken in the wrong light, and you might be labeled as a sarcastic and a ruthless person. Or it could also be possible that your own memory lapses and your own judgment fallacies will lead you into a soup. Try not to talk too much. Try not to be too judgmental. Try not to overanalyze a situation. Simply go with the flow. Mercury is also about creating harmony in your team and in the little society around you. So try and listen to the other person's point of view. Do not argue just for the sake of arguing. If you are argumentative by nature, if you are over analytical by nature and you discuss a lot, it's time to take a leash on those instincts of yours. Try to be more team oriented during this period. It's a temporary phase, but what you think is good judgment on your part may not be taken so by the other party, and it could lead to loss of productivity and friendships for you. Now about what to do during this period so that you can have a more productive and a more calm life. It's a period of Buddha going retrograde. Try to make some donation of green colored objects like a sari to a female, or you can also donate some green colored cereals. On Wednesdays, you can do fasting, and you can also cook food which is made out of green cereals like moong dal khichdi, and you can donate it amongst the blind and the lepers. These are the two groups which control planet Mercury. Do Ganesh Vandana. You can do Ganesh Chalisa and also go to the Ganesha temple. You can offer motichur laddus to little children. Coming to the crystal therapy level, you must do a lot of meditation during this period. Because what's happening basically is that the energy impulses or the nervous system which our planet Mercury controls goes astray during this period. So you may feel that you are very anxious, very hyper, very prone to making rash decisions. So you need to quieten yourself down. How do you do that? Sit in a corner for about 20 minutes every day, preferably after sunset, when the world is quiet around you and you're free of interruptions like the mobile phone or doorbells. You can take the help of crystals which will help you calm down. For here, I would like to show you. This is a clear quartz crystal. You can hold this in your hand or you can wear this around your neck when you're doing the meditation. It's a beautiful crystal which absorbs all kinds of surplus energy, especially the negative and the anxious energy inside of you, and helps you to feel centered. There is also the green aventurine, which is the own native crystal of planet Mercury. You can either lie down flat and keep this on your forehead while doing meditation, or you can also hold it in your hand like this when you are doing the meditation. Crystals are very powerful anxiety relievers. They pick up on all the vibes which are there in your aura, which are toxic to you. They will absorb. Be sure to cleanse your crystals thoroughly before and after the meditation sessions. For people who are more evolved on a soul level or who do meditation regularly, the amethyst is a wonderful stone to tide you through this tempestuous period. It will help you to be very clear because it works on your Ajna chakra. It helps in the clairvoyance, which means that even though there might be mayhem, there might be confusion, there might be chaos around you, as a person you will stay very focused and clear. So you can keep this on your forehead here when you are lying down, or you can even hold this in your hand You can take 2 crystal tumbles like this, and then you can hold each of these hands and you can do meditation. You can even carry these to your office or to your workplace, or when you are going out, and if you feel worried or you feel nervous, or you feel that what you are saying or what you are feeling, you are not able to communicate to the other person in the correct manner, you can simply hold these for about 5 minutes. They work wonders with your auric energies. I have worked a lot with the crystals in recent times, and I have found them to be wonderful tools. So that's why I am telling you more about them, and I would urge you to gain knowledge about them and also use them in your daily life. Besides this, be very clear-headed, be unemotional. Try to make sure that your legal decisions are not taken during this period. Try not to get into emotional traps, which means that if somebody is urging you to make an emotional commitment or a legal commitment, try to stay away from it till the retrogression period is over. Because after that, you will see things in the correct perspective and be able to make the right decision or a wise decision. So during this period, you can enjoy something you have done in the past and now you can harvest. Try to stay away from emotionally tangled situations. Try to stay away where you know that your emotions will become chaotic, or there might be emotional breakdowns or showdowns. Try to center yourself by doing meditation and by doing the remedies that I have told you. And this period is not much, it's just about 3 weeks, but it happens for about 4 times in a year. And because electronics are such an integral part of us, then, because of that, we can feel that they are affecting our daily life and our daily peace of mind to a large extent. So it's up to you how beautifully you can handle it. I've tried to help you by making this video. If there is anything you would like to ask me or comment, feel free to leave your suggestions and your opinions at the bottom of this video. You can also get in touch with me on Facebook. My page is there. And also my website www.AstroRrachita.in. I also offer detailed consultations and meditation guidance sessions. If you feel you would like to reach out to me, you are most welcome to give me a WhatsApp or a Facebook message. And with that, I'll be signing off, and I'll be back soon on some more nuggets of wisdom for you. Have a happy and a productive year ahead. Thanks a lot.